few questions on critical reasoning. So for critical reasoning, the one way to solve the question is to try to eliminate the option. So look at the options, see which of the options are not possible, and then from the remaining try to get the answer. Let's see the first question. It has been reported in recent years that a very large number of seats in engineering college in the country remain vacant at the end of admission session. So recent years is important. Okay, remain vacant, end of admission session. Which of the following may be the probable cause of the above effect? And there has been a considerable decrease in hiring of engineering graduates due to economic slowdown in the recent years. Looks possible, right? There's a decrease in engineering graduates. Hiring of engineering graduates basically means that yes, there will be a decrease in number of, there will be more vacancies in engineering college. People would not want to go to engineering college. Second, students have always preferred to complete graduation in 3 years' time instead of 4 years of engineering. Here the problem is always, and here it focuses on recent years. So we are looking at something that has happened in recent years and not something which is always. So second is ruled out. Because it always was the case, then it was always the seats should remain vacant. But here the seats remain vacant only recently. The government has recently decided to provide post-qualification professional training to all engineering graduates at its own cost. So government is giving training at its own cost, which is good. That means more people should opt for engineering. So this is opposite to what is mentioned out there. Not possible. There have always been a very poor success rate among the engineering students. Again, always. We are talking of recent years. So fourth option not possible. So among the option, first looks like the best option. So answer will be 1. So try to eliminate option one by one and then automatically you may get the answer. The condition of the roads in the city has deteriorated considerably during the first 2 months of monsoon, and most of the roads have developed big potholes. So if we're talking condition of roads, considerably during the first 2 months, we're talking first 2 months of monsoon, and there are big potholes. The municipal corporation had repaired all the roads in the city. If it had repaired all the roads in the city, then there should not be any potholes. So can't be the answer, opposite of what it is. Large number of people have developed spine-related injury and regularly commuting long distance by road within the city. Yeah, because there are big potholes, then the effect could be that there are spine-related problems. The municipal corporation has been careful in choosing the corporators for repairing roads in the past. So if it has been careful, there should not be any big potholes. So again, this goes against what is mentioned. People always complain about potholes, roads during the monsoon. So here we are talking of always complain. We are talking about the effect regarding the last 2 months of monsoon. So 4 doesn't fit the time frame. So here the answer will be 2. Next, majority of students who appeared in the final examination of postgraduate course in management in the local college have secured first class. So majority first class, which is comparatively higher than the performance students in other management colleges. Which of the following may indicate that the results are not in line with general trend. So it should not be in line with general trend. General trend is that this should be opposite to what a normal trend is. So let's look at the options. The students of the local college are qualitatively better than those of other colleges. Yes, that's what the results say, is that the students of local college have performed better than the other colleges, right? So this actually follows the trend. So this should not be the answer, because we want something which is not the trend. The authorities of the other management colleges in the state are stricter in their standard of evaluation, right? But this doesn't talk of any trend. We want to look at the general trend, and this says that as per the normal trend, the other colleges will get lower marks, which is what as per this it is not against the trend. So second is also ruled out. So against the trend should be something opposite. The students of other management colleges in the state perform better than the students of local college in all the previous exam. That means other colleges perform better in the local college, which is against what is given out here. I mean, this is against the trend mentioned in the third. So third is possible. The local management college recently retrenched many of its regular faculty members. If it's retrenched, but we are talking about trend in terms of passing and not in terms of faculty members. Though it somewhere supports that um, the local college should get lesser marks because faculty are retrenched, but it need not really be directly correlated because faculty retrenchment is not directly correlated with marks, not necessarily. So 3 looks like more closer to the answer than the fourth one, where 3 is saying the trend is that the local colleges tend to get less marks as compared to other management college, but this year the trend is opposite, so it's not following the trend. It has been reported in many leading newspapers that the current year's monsoon may be below expected level, as many parts of the country are still not getting adequate rainfall, possibly fallout. People from those affected areas with less rainfall may migrate to urban areas, possible. Government may announce ex gratia payment to all farmers affected in these areas, again possible. Government may declare these areas are drought affected, possible. People may blame the government and agitate for not getting adequate water for cultivation, possible. If you look at all 4 are possible fallouts of the above situation, right? But we have to only choose one of them. So try to look at the data properly and see what is the main crux of it. The main crux is that the rainfall, monsoon, will be below the expected level. Okay, because they're not getting adequate rainfall. So what is directly connected to rainfall? Okay, what is directly connected to rainfall is drought affected. So government may declare these areas as drought related because the first, second could be because of some other reasons also. But third being affected by drought affected is purely because less rainfall. So third answer. Okay, because not getting adequate rainfall. So if it's not enough rainfall, it should be drought affected. Right. Other 3 is not exactly related. I mean, there could be, blame on the government, etc., which you actually can't blame because it rains. So where is government to blame? So technically, third would be the best option because it talks about rain. There has been a spate of rail accidents in India in the recent months, killing large number of passengers and injuring many more. This has raised serious doubts on the railway's capability, so serious doubts of providing safety to travelers. Which of the following statements substantiate the view expressed in the above passage? So substantiates the view. Indian Railways is known for providing best comfort to the passengers. So this you are talking of doubts regarding it. So it's not doubting whether passenger safety. Here you're supporting the railways. You want something against the railways, right? Because we are telling that they can't provide safety. People have no option other than traveling by rail over long distances. So if they have no option, they will travel. But this doesn't substantiate about safety, doubts about safety. Railway tracks at many places have been found to be stressed. Yes, this can cause accidents, so possible. So there's a possibility of accident and substantiates the view about providing safety by the railways. Local residents are always the first to provide helping hand, nothing connected to accidents. So automatically third is the answer. Third is the only one which is the answer, which talks about, which gives doubts regarding railways capability of providing safety. So that's how you solve critical reasoning. Go to the question statements and try to eliminate the options which are not possible and then pick up which is right. Thank you.